Hold on tight, because you're in for an unforgettable ride. We're about to explore the top 10 actors who pushed the limits of on-screen performance in ways that will leave you questioning what's real. Get ready to have your views on cinema completely turned upside down. Are you sure you're just watching acting? Strap in as we uncover the jaw-dropping stories of 10 actors who took method acting to the extreme, blurring the line between reality and fiction. Join us as we journey through these shocking moments in film history, where what's real and what's not has never been so intertwined. Don't miss a second of the action. Hit like, subscribe, and let the debate begin. What are your thoughts on these shocking stories? Do you know any actors or have any personal experiences to share? If so, drop a 1 in the comments. If not, leave a 0. Enjoy the video and don't forget to subscribe to support the channel. It truly motivates me to create more exciting content. I can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments, so let's get the conversation rolling. Jim Caviezel is widely thought to have been blacklisted in Hollywood due to his strong Catholic beliefs. His deep faith and careful selection of roles created major hurdles in his career. Most notably, his portrayal of Jesus Christ in Mel Gibson's The Passion of the Christ earned critical praise but also sparked controversy. Before taking on the role, Gibson cautioned Caviezel that playing such a character could bring serious challenges within the industry, including the risk of being blacklisted. Caviezel's strong faith also shaped his approach to romantic scenes, as he refused to fully undress on camera out of respect for his wife and his conservative views on intimacy. This conviction made many producers hesitant to cast him. However, there's still hope for Caviezel's career, as Mel Gibson is reportedly considering him for the sequel to The Passion of the Christ. This opportunity could allow him to showcase his talent and dedication once again in a role that is both iconic and challenging. Personal relationships in Hollywood often have a powerful impact on careers, and Sandra Lock's experience is a clear example. Despite her talent and praised performances, Lock faced significant challenges after a difficult breakup with Clint Eastwood. Rumors suggested Eastwood influenced her blacklisting, leading many producers to avoid working with her and effectively shutting her out of major roles. This estrangement lasted for years, stalling her career and nearly pushing her out of the spotlight. Despite these obstacles, Sandra Lock never lost her passion for acting and kept fighting for her place. She made several modest comebacks, yet the lingering impact of her past continued to hold her back, making it hard to reach the success she once aspired to. Lock's journey serves as a cautionary reminder of Hollywood's harsh reality, where personal relationships can deeply influence and sometimes derail a career. Thora Burch, while not a household name, gained recognition for her role in the cult favorite Hocus Pocus. Rising to fame as a child star in the late 90s and early 2000s, Burch's career took an unexpected turn after an incident involving her father, who also served as her manager. In 2010, during the off-Broadway production of Dracula, Burch's father was reportedly accused of threatening one of her co-stars. The incident quickly attracted widespread attention and seemed to damage Burch's reputation and future prospects in the film industry. Although she wasn't directly involved, the controversy cast a lasting shadow over her image in an industry where personal connections and networking are crucial for landing roles. This public scandal is often seen as a turning point that contributed to the decline of Burch's opportunities, slowing the progress of her once promising career. Michael Richards, best known as Cosmo Kramer on Seinfeld, suffered a major career setback after a racial outburst during a stand-up show at the Laugh Factory in Los Angeles. Provoked by a disruptive audience member, Richards unleashed a 3-minute tirade filled with racist language and disturbing references to lynching, shocking everyone present. In an industry where reputation and connections are crucial, this incident severely damaged Richards's professional standing. The fallout from the incident was immediate and harsh for Richards, with news spreading quickly and his career opportunities plummeting. The controversy even became a target for satire on South Park. Although Richards insisted he wasn't racist, the episode left a lasting stain on his public image. In today's social media-driven world, incidents like this can escalate rapidly and result in even more severe consequences. Mon'nique, who won an Academy Award for her role in Precious, was expected to enjoy a thriving career, but the reality was quite different as she found herself increasingly sidelined in Hollywood. She opted out of traditional Oscar campaigns and delivered a controversial acceptance speech, praising the Academy for focusing on acting rather than politics. This stance alienated some industry insiders. Additionally, Mon'nique publicly criticized key figures involved in the film, including heavyweights like Oprah Winfrey, further straining her relationships within Hollywood, as well as Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry during her stand-up performances. Things took a turn for the worse when Mon'nique clashed with Netflix over what she called an insulting $500,000 offer for a comedy special, a figure far below what comedians like Dave Chappelle were paid. Her public call to boycott Netflix largely fell on deaf ears, straining her relationship with the company and further isolating her in the industry. This series of conflicts played a major role in the decline of Mon'nique's career. Lee Daniels and Tyler Perry saw things take a turn for the worse when Mon'nique challenged Netflix over the payment for her comedy special, which she believed was significantly lower than what peers like Dave Chappelle received. Despite her calls to boycott Netflix, she gained little backing, seriously harming her reputation with the company and across the entertainment industry. Ultimately, these events played a key role in the decline of her career. Mel Gibson was a major film star from the 1980s through the early 2000s, with hits like Braveheart and Mad Max cementing his status as a leading Hollywood figure. However, his career and reputation took a serious hit after several controversies. Following a DUI arrest, Gibson sparked outrage with a widely publicized anti-Semitic rant that shocked many fans. Looking back on the incident, he admitted, "It sounds terrible, and I'm ashamed that it came out of my mouth." The incident quickly went viral, sparking a major backlash. While many in Hollywood have since forgiven Gibson, the mark on his public image remains. More recently, he made a notable comeback as the director of Hacksaw Ridge, a critically acclaimed film starring Andrew Garfield. Although his work behind the camera has received praise, it's still uncertain whether Gibson will return to acting on screen anytime soon. Jared Fogle became famous as the spokesperson for Subway, celebrated for his impressive weight loss story tied to the company's sandwich-based diet. However, his reputation took a devastating hit when it was revealed he had committed sexual offenses involving minors. Fogle's illegal activities came to light after a recorded conversation with a colleague triggered an official investigation. The investigation ended in November 2015 when Fogle was sentenced to 15 years in prison on charges including child pornography and paying for sex with minors. He pleaded guilty to distributing and receiving child pornography, as well as crossing state lines to engage in illegal sexual acts. Following these revelations, Subway swiftly severed all ties with him, stating they could not have a convicted felon representing their brand. Stacy Dash, best known for her role in Clueless, experienced a setback in her acting career largely because of her political views. The turning point came when she publicly endorsed Mitt Romney during the presidential election against Barack Obama. As a conservative black woman, her support sparked fierce backlash, with many critics questioning her. Dash said, "They talked to me, and they seemed sincere and genuine." Despite this, the fierce backlash led her agency to drop her, and her auditions declined sharply. Undeterred, she faced these challenges head-on by publishing a memoir that revealed her difficult upbringing, including her parents' struggles with drug addiction and a time when they gave her cocaine. The book aimed to shed light on the hardships behind her public persona and the Hollywood glamour. In Hollywood, some face blacklisting due to misunderstandings or circumstances, but Charlie Sheen's case is different. His own actions led to the collapse of his career. Though he achieved huge success on 2.5 Men, earning nearly $2 million per episode, his reckless lifestyle eventually caught up with him. His very public downfall became one of the most infamous scandals in recent history. Years of substance abuse took a serious toll on Sheen's health and behavior, leading to unpredictable outbursts that made producers reluctant to work with him. One producer even said, "There's no drugs in his house now. If there were, I'd find them and throw them out." The constant worry was that his instability could disrupt production at any moment. Thankfully, Sheen has since made positive changes and remains hopeful for a brighter future. Macaulay Kulkin rose to worldwide fame in the 1990s, solidifying his status as one of Hollywood's brightest child stars, especially known for his iconic role in Home Alone. However, after his meteoric rise, his presence in the industry gradually faded. Culkin's early years were marked by a difficult relationship with his father, who enforced a relentless work schedule, resulting in an impressive yet exhausting 15 films in just 7 years. Seeking normalcy, Kulkin took a break from acting. During this time, rumors of heroin addiction and various controversies circulated, though most remained unproven. When he tried to return with a role in Party Monster, his opportunities were limited. Still, there's hope for a career revival with his upcoming appearance in the new season of American Horror Story. Fans are also excited about the possibility of him revisiting his beloved Home Alone role, potentially sparking a fresh chapter in his career. Despite the highs and lows in his career, Macaulay Kulkin has always maintained a special place in the public's heart, largely thanks to his iconic role in Home Alone. His return to new projects marks a significant moment, highlighting his determination and resilience in overcoming a challenging past. Beyond acting, Kulkin has ventured into music and art, showcasing his versatility and ability to reinvent himself. This evolution has helped him craft a fresh, unique image that sets him apart from the child star identity that first made him famous. Harvey Weinstein was once celebrated for his major impact on the film industry, with his production company, Weinstein Company, behind numerous successful and critically acclaimed movies. However, his reputation later became notorious for a far darker reason. Weinstein's abuse of power to commit sexual assaults was exposed, triggering a flood of allegations from victims. These revelations were instrumental in sparking the global #MeToo movement, forcing the entertainment industry and beyond to face the widespread problems of harassment and sexual abuse that had long been ignored. Harvey Weinstein is currently serving a 23-year prison sentence for his sexual assault convictions. His actions have left a lasting impact on his victims, many of whom were coerced into sexual acts under the threat of being blacklisted in the industry. Despite the success and acclaim of the films he produced, which won numerous awards, the truth about Weinstein's behavior, exposed in October 2017, sparked a wave of brave victims coming forward, not only to speak out against him but also to expose other high-profile figures involved in similar misconduct. Richard Simmons, a beloved fitness icon, rose to fame with his energetic workout routines and quirky personality. He was a regular on talk shows and sold over 20 million workout videos worldwide. At the peak of his career, Simmons inspired countless health and fitness fans. However, in 2014, He shocked many by withdrawing from the public eye, citing a need for privacy and a break from the relentless spotlight and noise of the entertainment world. His sudden retreat left fans puzzled and sparked widespread curiosity. The mystery surrounding Richard Simmons' absence sparked a flood of rumors and conspiracy theories online. One persistent claim even suggested he had been held captive by his housekeeper for 30 years at his home in New Orleans, Australia. Simmons strongly denied these outrageous allegations, clarifying that he was never confined against his will. Instead, he chose a quieter, more private life to protect his mental health and well-being. His decision to step away from the spotlight highlights the intense pressures fame and the entertainment industry can bring, emphasizing the vital importance of prioritizing self-care. Vince Vaughn rose to fame in the 2000s with his memorable comedic roles across numerous films. While he enjoyed widespread success, his appearances on the red carpet have become increasingly rare in recent years. A major reason for this is Vaughn's choice to focus on family life after becoming a husband and father. Once known for his bachelor lifestyle, Vaughn found unexpected fulfillment and joy in his new family-centered priorities. However, his lower public profile is also linked to his outspoken conservative political views, which have made him a more divisive figure in Hollywood, where liberal perspectives often prevail. Vince Vaughn's political views have created a noticeable gap between him and many Hollywood producers. His controversial statements, such as supporting the idea of arming schools to prevent mass shootings and comments about the LGBTQ community, have affected his public image and popularity. Despite this, Vaughn continues to collaborate with like-minded figures like Mel Gibson and has taken on more dramatic roles. This shift shows that although his career has faced obstacles, it is far from over and is opening new doors for him. Katherine Higgel, known for her roles in Knocked Up and Grey's Anatomy, developed a reputation as a diva in the industry. Despite winning an Emmy for her work on Grey's Anatomy, she openly criticized both the show and the film, causing friction with co-stars and crew members. In a surprising move, Higgel also withdrew her name from Emmy consideration, stating that the material submitted did not meet the standards for a nomination. This decision, combined with her outspoken nature, contributed to her diva label and damaged her reputation. Additionally, her mother, Nancy, was known for her own complaints and fiery temper on set, which only heightened the tension during production. Katherine Higgel found a chance for redemption when she joined the cast of Suits following Meghan Markle's departure to join the British royal family. Despite the challenges and a damaged reputation earlier in her career, Higgel never lost her passion for acting. She stayed focused on rebuilding her image by selecting roles that suited her strengths and staying involved in new projects. Her work on Suits marked a notable comeback on television, helping her regain favor with both audiences and critics, showcasing her resilience and dedication to her craft. Chloë Sevigny gained significant attention and sparked controversy for her participation in a non-simulated oral sex scene with Vincent Gallo in the film The Brown Bunny. This scene generated mixed reactions from critics, with some worrying it might negatively affect Sevigny's burgeoning career. She later described the experience as incredibly difficult, recalling, "It was like a long knife stuck in my gut, that people just wanted to keep filming and filming, and that was really hard." Despite the initial backlash, Sevigny reflected on the moment as part of her desire to challenge herself and push boundaries in her work. She persevered through the controversy, continuing her successful career with roles in Big Love and Zodiac, among others. The Brown Bunny follows a motorcycle racer haunted by his past, with intimate scenes like the one involving Chloë Sevigny and Vincent Gallo acting as pivotal moments in the narrative. Gallo, who both directed and starred in the film, reportedly added a bit of humor to the production by drinking pineapple juice beforehand, believing it would make everything taste better. Although the film initially received largely negative reactions, It eventually found support from respected critic Roger Ebert. He praised Sevigny's performance and highlighted the film's distinctive style, particularly its editing, which he felt added emotional depth. Ebert noted that The Brown Bunny explores themes of isolation and longing, recognizing its artistic merit despite the controversy surrounding its provocative content. Anna Paquin and Stephen Moyer, best known for portraying Sookie Stackhouse and Bill Compton on HBO's hit series True Blood, shared not only undeniable on-screen chemistry but also a real-life romance. Their relationship spanned the entirety of the show's run from 2008 to 2014, deepening the connection between their characters. True Blood was notorious for its bold and erotic scenes, with Paquin's character frequently involved in intense encounters with a variety of supernatural beings, including vampires, witches, and werewolves. These provocative moments played a central role in establishing the show's dark, seductive atmosphere, capturing the audience's attention and maintaining its gripping allure. One of the standout moments in the final season of True Blood was a steamy love scene between Sookie and the werewolf Alcide Ervo, played by Joe Manganiello. This passionate encounter left a lasting impact and quickly became one of the most talked about scenes among fans. It provided a deeper look into the emotionally complex relationship between the two characters, while also showcasing the series' fearless approach to character development and storytelling. At the same time, the real-life romance between Anna Paquin and Stephen Moyer added an extra layer of sincerity to the show's central love story. Their genuine chemistry enhanced the emotional depth of the narrative, solidifying True Blood's lasting popularity with audiences. Come on, you'd do anything for me, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? I'm in love. These provocative lines sparked rumors that the on-screen chemistry between Anna Paquin and Stephen Moyer might have extended beyond acting. Speculation grew that the married couple, together since 2010, might have engaged in real intimacy during filming. Paquin later addressed the chatter, revealing that in her household, the threshold for feeling awkward during intimate scenes is unusually high, particularly since Moyer also directed some episodes. However, neither Paquin nor Moyer ever directly confirmed or denied the rumors. Reflecting on his role as director, Moyer shared that he always encouraged his cast to fully commit to their performances, trusting them to bring an authentic and believable energy to the screen. In Factory Girl, the performances of Sienna Miller and Hayden Christensen sparked considerable controversy, particularly due to the film's explicit intimate scenes. Known for its unflinching realism, the movie fueled rumors that the two actors may have engaged in real sex on set. While those claims were never confirmed, the speculation only contributed to the film's provocative reputation. Reflecting on the experience, Miller shared, "You feel good, but also very tired after doing those scenes, especially the ones with deep emotional content. The emotionally intense nature of these scenes demanded a great deal of vulnerability and professionalism from the actors, presenting both psychological and physical challenges that pushed them to their limits." Reactions to Factory Girl were mixed, with some praising the raw intensity and authenticity of the performances, while others felt the intimate scenes were excessive, sparking debates about the fine line between artistic expression and personal boundaries. Despite the swirling rumors, Sienna Miller firmly denied claims that any real sex occurred during filming, clarifying that the realism was achieved through skilled acting, not actual intimacy. The film, which portrays the tragic story of Edie Sedgwick, muse to Andy Warhol, includes a particularly notable scene between Miller and Christensen that fueled much of the speculation. Some sources have suggested that the rumors were intentionally circulated to generate buzz around the film, which faced several challenges during its production and release. This controversy only added to the film's provocative nature, drawing more attention to its portrayal of a tumultuous, complex life. In fact, some reports suggest that the rumors were part of a calculated strategy to shape public perception, rather than a reflection of reality. These claims not only influenced how audiences approached the film, but also placed significant pressure on Sienna Miller and Hayden Christensen, forcing them to repeatedly defend their integrity and professionalism. At the same time, the controversy sparked a broader conversation about how media and marketing can manipulate personal narratives and artistic intent for the sake of publicity. While such tactics may generate short-term attention, they raise serious ethical concerns, as they risk damaging reputations and undermining the authenticity of creative expression. The 2004 film 9 Songs generated significant attention and controversy due to its unsimulated intimate scenes between actors Kieran O'Brien and Margot Stilley. Directed by Michael Winterbottom, the film was both praised and criticized for its raw, unfiltered depiction of a deeply physical relationship, including explicit acts such as oral sex and ejaculation. Unlike many other productions, both O'Brien and Stilley confirmed that the sex portrayed on screen was real. The film's daring approach sparked intense debates within the film industry and among the public. Defending the project, O'Brien remarked, "I don't understand why people are making such a fuss. It's a story about two people in a relationship. They have sex just like anyone else." His comment highlighted the film's focus on authenticity and its challenge to traditional boundaries in cinema. The film aimed to portray authentic intimacy rather than sensationalism. Margot Stilley echoed this sentiment, emphasizing that 9 Songs is a story about love and sex, not pornography. She remarked, "I had sex with my boyfriend last night, and that wasn't pornography, it was just passionate sex." This distinction was crucial in addressing critics who dismissed the film as explicit adult material. The candid nature of 9 Songs provoked significant backlash, with many critics and politicians calling for restrictions on its screening in mainstream theaters. Despite the controversy, Kieran O'Brien remained unfazed, stating, "If you don't want to be offended, don't watch it." His comment reinforced the film's intention to push boundaries and challenge traditional views on sexuality in cinema, encouraging audiences to engage with the film on a deeper level. Released in 1994, Ready to Die marked the Notorious B.I.G's explosive entrance into the hip-hop world, earning praise as a genre-defining debut. The album offered a raw, unfiltered look into Biggie's life, capturing his voice, struggles, and bravado in a way few had done before. What set it apart was Biggie's fearless embrace of performance as provocation, most notably in a controversial background clip that hinted at an intimate encounter. This bold artistic choice blurred the boundaries between personal experience and creative expression, cementing Biggie's legacy as an artist unafraid to disrupt expectations and push cultural limits. The intimate sounds featured on the album invite layered interpretations, whether seen as a stark portrayal of raw sexuality or as a bold statement on masculinity and its hidden fragility. Central to the album is the haunting refrain, "I'm ready to die," a line that echoes throughout, anchoring the work in themes of mortality and resilience. This passage of the album offers a powerful glimpse into Biggie's inner world, exposing the tension between his public persona and private turmoil. It's a candid, sometimes unsettling window into the mind of an artist unafraid to wrestle with life's heaviest truths. In Little Ashes, Robert Pattinson took on the role of Salvador Dali with remarkable intensity, pushing the limits of conventional performance. Embracing a method-style approach, Pattinson opted to portray a moment of physical release with full emotional and physical realism, choosing not to rely on camera tricks or co-star interaction. His decision was driven by a deep commitment to authenticity, not by a desire to provoke. Reflecting on the demanding nature of the role, Pattinson later revealed, "There were moments during Little Ashes when I considered leaving acting altogether, given how many vulnerable and exposed scenes I had to perform as Dali." With a hint of self-deprecating humor, Pattinson quipped that his orgasm face had been permanently captured on film, an observation that underscored both the seriousness and the surreal humor of the moment. The scene became a pivotal moment in his career, reflecting his willingness to embrace vulnerability and break free from cinematic convention. Critics praised his fearless approach, noting how it lent emotional depth to the character and offered audiences a more layered understanding of the story. Through Little Ashes, Pattinson demonstrated an unflinching artistic boldness and a deep dedication to exploring the boundaries of creative expression. Lars von Trier's Nymphomaniac stirred widespread discussion, not just for its bold exploration of sexuality, but also due to the decision by Shia LaBeouf and Stacy Martin to perform unsimulated scenes on camera. Originally, the production had planned to use CGI and body doubles to navigate the film's provocative themes while maintaining a degree of artistic distance. But the actors' commitment to fully inhabiting their roles brought an added layer of realism that sparked both praise and controversy. Their choice drew greater attention to the film, while also igniting broader conversations about where art ends and personal boundaries begin. In doing so, Nymphomaniac challenged long-standing norms in cinema, pushing audiences and creators alike to reconsider the ethical lines of performance. Instead of relying on body doubles or visual effects, LaBeouf and Martin chose a more uncompromising route, performing the intimate scenes themselves. In a move that underscored his commitment, LaBeouf reportedly submitted a personal video to director Lars von Trier as part of his audition. For von Trier, the film was more than just a provocative narrative. It was a reflection of real life, staying true to his artistic philosophy where the line between reality and fiction is deliberately blurred. This choice demanded exceptional vulnerability and trust from both actors, contributing to the film's powerful and polarizing effect. Nymphomaniac forced audiences to confront uncomfortable truths and re-examine the way sexuality and emotional complexity are depicted in cinema. Stacy Martin has largely maintained a thoughtful and measured tone when discussing her experience filming the intimate scenes in Nymphomaniac. She described the process as highly technical and, at times, monotonous, requiring detailed choreography, precise camera setups, and the support of numerous props and stand-ins. While the final result may appear raw and spontaneous, Martin stressed that every moment was carefully constructed to prioritize the well-being of everyone on set. Despite the emotional weight of the material, she viewed the scenes as an opportunity to explore nuance in performance and to connect more deeply with her character. For Martin, it was the combination of thorough preparation and a respectful, professional environment that made it possible to approach such challenging material with clarity and confidence. Bud Townsend's Alice in Wonderland is a bold reimagining of the classic tale, presented as an X-rated fantasy musical starring Christine Diebel and Alan Novak. The film garnered significant attention for its graphic content, pushing boundaries in a way that few mainstream productions had done at the time. One of the most talked about moments involved Diebel in a scene with Novak that shocked both audiences and critics for its level of realism. Yet beyond its provocative surface, the film was also considered an ambitious experiment, blending whimsical fantasy elements with unabashed sensuality to create a cinematic experience that stood apart from its contemporaries. In doing so, Alice in Wonderland carved out a unique space in the history of adult-themed storytelling. Despite its explicit nature, Alice in Wonderland achieved impressive commercial success, earning over $90 million on a relatively modest budget of about $400,000. Esteemed critic Roger Ebert gave the film a surprisingly favorable review, calling it a witty and stylish curiosity. He highlighted how, unlike many adult films, it maintained a certain gentleness and praised Christine Diebel's blend of charm and innocence, which brought a unique freshness even to its more daring scenes. The film's unexpected box office triumph helped pave the way for the adult musical genre, proving that projects combining artistic ambition with compelling storytelling could captivate a broader audience. Ebert emphasized that Alice in Wonderland was far from the typical adult film, possessing a unique charm that nearly qualified it for an R rating due to its playful and imaginative take on sexuality. Christine Diebel later revealed that many of the cast, including herself, were initially unaware of the film's explicit direction. She had believed she was auditioning for a family-friendly adaptation of Lewis Carroll's beloved story, which made her surprise and initial hesitation upon arriving on set completely understandable. This story highlights the film's unusual fusion of artistic narrative and sensuality, creating an experience that is both entertaining and creatively bold. The 1985 film James Joyce's Women, featuring Fiona Flanigan and Chris O'Neill, delves into the complex themes of love and desire set against the backdrop of 19th century Ireland. Inspired by Joyce's literary legacy, the film brings to life the resilience of its female characters through Flanigan's compelling performance. Meanwhile, O'Neill's portrayal of male vulnerability adds a layered dimension to the narrative, an element that stirred some debate and controversy among audiences and critics alike. A key moment in James Joyce's Women features Flanigan and O'Neill in an unsimulated sexual scene, intentionally left unchoreographed to capture the raw, unfiltered emotions that mirror Joyce's narrative style. Flanigan emphasized that this bold choice enhanced the authenticity of their performances, prioritizing emotional truth and depth rather than mere shock value. Monsters Ball unfolds a deeply emotional love story between Letitia Musgrove, portrayed by Halle Berry, and Hank Grodowski, played by Billy Bob Thornton. The film features several explicit sex scenes that challenged the boundaries of mainstream cinema. The raw authenticity of these moments, combined with Thornton's fully committed performance, fueled rumors that the actors might have engaged in real sexual acts on set rather than merely acting. In a 2001 interview with the New York Times, Berry revealed her condition for participating in those scenes. "I would only do it if Billy Bob agreed to be nude." The agreement required both actors to be fully exposed in the scene, creating a striking and unforgettable moment for viewers. Berry and Thornton have neither confirmed nor denied the speculation, which only deepened the film's mysterious allure. In another interview, Thornton revealed that the scene blended scripted parts with improvisation, showcasing the actors' strong dedication. The production team emphasized that the scene was filmed on a closed set and that no real sexual activity took place. 15 celebrities mysteriously vanished from the spotlight without any explanation. Have you ever wondered why some of your favorite stars suddenly disappear? Here's the truth, Alan. You're only as young as the women you admire, the ones lighting up hits like Grey's Anatomy or cracking you up in Home Alone. So where did they go? The reality might surprise you. This isn't just about fading fame. It's the untold story of stars quietly pushed out because they couldn't handle the pressure. Hollywood's gates slammed shut on them for reasons that will make you question everything you thought you knew. Brendan Fraser was once a cherished Hollywood icon, known for his memorable roles in the Mummy series and George of the Jungle. At the peak of his success, he unexpectedly withdrew from the public eye, appearing in only a few films over almost 10 years. This sudden absence sparked curiosity and concern among fans worldwide. Eventually, Fraser bravely disclosed that he had been sexually assaulted by a powerful industry figure, an admission that unveiled the hidden challenges behind his retreat from fame. This traumatic experience deeply impacted Fraser's mental health and career, leading him to step away from the industry he once loved. Alongside battling emotional wounds, he endured a challenging and expensive divorce, trying to lower monthly alimony payments that reached $75,000, adding further strain. Despite these hardships, Fraser's incredible resilience and enduring passion for acting helped him overcome these challenges, making a strong comeback to the screen and gradually reconnecting with fans. Fame in Hollywood can disappear as fast as a shooting star. We've seen beloved stars like Brendan Fraser, Katherine Higgel, and Mel Gibson faced blacklisting and setbacks due to controversies and personal choices. But this story isn't just about falling, it's about rising again. Who do you think deserves a second chance? Who do you think has recently faded from the spotlight? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you know anyone who's struggled in their career? If yes, type 1. If no, type 0. And don't forget to enjoy the video and hit that subscribe button to support the channel.